Hello, hello, and welcome back for another adventure in the cookie jar. Today we're doing the 18th recipe from the Devil's Food Cake Murder. It is called Pineapple Casserole. It is a weird one. I think it's one of those northern Minnesota recipes that I'm not sure. But for pineapple casserole, we are preheating the oven to 350. You're going to want two 20-ounce cans of chunk pineapple, a third of a cup of white sugar, a 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup grated cheddar cheese, half a cup of butter, 4 tablespoons of the pineapple juice when you would drain the chunked pineapple, 1 cup crushed cornflakes, measure after crushing. So, like I said, the first thing you're going to do before you start anything is drain your pineapple and measure out 1/4 cup. You're going to take a 2-quart baking dish and spray it with nonstick spray. After that, you're just mixing your dry ingredients, putting them in the bottom, adding the pineapple and mixing, adding the cheese and mixing. You're going to microwave the butter for 45 seconds, and you're going to drizzle half of that over, and then you're going to add the pineapple juice, and then the cornflakes, and then more melted butter, and then you're going to bake that for 35 to 40 minutes. The only thing it says is yield this casserole, serve 6 to 8. Unless Herb comes to dinner, then you better make 2 casseroles. But let's get started, because I'm not sure about this one. Are our ingredients for this recipe. I have a small bowl to this. I'm going to add our sugar, the flour, the salt, and the baking soda. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. 2-quart sprayed baking dish. To that, we are adding our pineapple on top, or 2 cans of pineapple, drained. I'm not sure why you couldn't just throw everything in a bowl and mix it together. Maybe, I mean, you're clearly using a bowl for the butter or the flour and stuff, so it's not a one-dish pan or a one-dish recipe. Although why you couldn't have mixed it in a bowl, I don't know. All right. That looks pretty well mixed. Next, we have our cheddar cheese. And I don't think I've ever seen pineapple and cheese put together. Well, it's on a pizza. I've seen that, but not in a recipe. I know the Northerners like to do cheddar cheese on their apple pie. But I've never heard of pineapple and cheese together. Next thing, we're going to melt our butter down. So we're going to take half the butter. So now we're just going to drizzle the butter on. And we only want half, so that's 4 tablespoons. And it does say to get, again, mix up. It's pretty much after everything you add, you're going to be mixing it a little bit. I think that's the last time we're going to mix it. So I'm going to try to flatten it a little bit. I'm trying to be optimistic. This is kind of gross looking. All right. Once we have the butter mixed in, so next is the pineapple juice. It just says to drizzle it over. It does not mention mixing it in. Now, if you haven't done so, crush the pineapple or the cornflakes, crush the cornflakes, and sprinkle those on top. And lastly, the rest of the butter. Now, we will bake this for 35 minutes. It's not much to see. this is what we have going in the oven. This is what we've pulled out of the oven. I've let it sit for 5 minutes. It doesn't say if it's supposed to be hot or cold, so we're gonna go with it. So here is our pineapple casserole. It's very yellow. Top's very crispy. Cheers. Once you get over the weirdness of it, it's not bad. I have absolutely nothing to compare it to, but it's sweet and it's crunchy. It's got a good bite to it from the pineapple. It's definitely not bad. It is probably one of the weirder things I feel like I've made myself eat. So overall, it's not bad. Would I make it again? Possibly, especially to freak people out. Next week, we are going back to the realm of normal with nutmeg snaps. If you are interested in seeing those, join us next week. I hope you have a good one. Bye, guys.